If every marijuana user refused to pay the fine, they would be fucked.
If you love liberty, declare your independence by signing the Shire Society Declaration at shiresociety.com.
Now, I need to introduce another, this guy's been a sponsor and booster of the 420 rally from the beginning. He's, you know, giving me a porch to sleep on when I didn't have a place to stay. Hey, sometimes I even came in and slept on the couch. Truth be told, I slept on the porch sometimes because I've just gotten out of a year in jail, and you don't want to go inside after that. But here's my good friend and supporter, Ian Freeman, and I love what you do, man. Give us the leg! I'm glad to see you sharing the stage with Carla Gretzky.
I love Carla. Hey, if something bad happens to you and the cops actually arrest you, now that it's decriminalized, you know, oh, it's just a $100 fine. Well, what I want to tell you about is not taking the plea deal. Because if everybody here was charged with cannabis possession and given the $100 fine, and you don't pay the fine, you demand your trial, you go to court, you make them work for their conviction. They're probably going to get it, but they are going to hate going after marijuana users if they actually have to take you to court. You can clog their system up by doing this. And worst case scenario, if you refuse to pay the fine even after you lose in court, you can still just do community service, or you can just sit a night off in jail, and then you're out, and you're good to go. So the idea is stop encouraging these people by giving them money. Stop giving them your money. It's just encouraging them. If every marijuana user refused to pay the fine, they would be fucked. So anyway, if you want to learn more about it, I've got some flyers. I'll be walking around with them here shortly. Thank you, Rich, and thank you, everybody.
All right, hey, I'm Ian Freeman, one of the board of directors for New Hampshire Jury, nhjury.com, and that is a jury rights organization. The purpose of nhjury.com is to inform you, as a potential juror, that you have a right the court system is not going to tell you about. And that right is the right to vote your conscience. So if you are on a jury, and let's say somebody's being charged with marijuana distribution, they caught him with 5 pounds of cannabis, they caught him red-handed, like all the evidence in the case is that this guy's guilty. What the court system will tell you, and they're lying to you, the court system will tell you you have to judge the case based on the facts, based on the law as it's presented in front of you. But the truth is, you can actually judge the case based on your own feelings about the law. So if you believe that the law is bad, like I believe, and I'm sure you believe that the law against cannabis, the drug war, all these things are terrible things, if you think these are bad laws, you can vote to acquit that person. Doesn't matter what evidence they have against him, you have the power as a juror, through the right of jury nullification, to set that person free. And you can also try to persuade the rest of the jury, because of course if you can get all 12 of them to vote not guilty, that person is free, they can't be charged again. If it's just you, let's say you're on a jury and you can't persuade anybody, well, still, stick with it, stick with the not guilty vote, because then you hang that jury, and that means that the prosecutor has to decide whether they want to bring the charge against that person again. And so we are in a time where people all over the place have smoked cannabis. They are familiar with it, whether they've done it or their friends or their family members have done it. Cannabis has touched a lot of our lives in such a positive way. It's inevitable that of 12 people on a jury, there's probably going to be a couple of them who at some point in their lives have smoked cannabis, and they know that it's not a bad thing. So you can talk to them about jury nullification. And I'm going to go get a stack of flyers here in a moment from nhjury.com. I've got them in my car. I'm going to bring them back here and I'll hand them out. And of course you can learn more about it there, and nhjury.com has more information. But this is about your right as a juror to engage in using your conscience. The court system will try to tell you you can't do that. But actually, New Hampshire is a special place. It's the one state that I know of where the right to jury nullification is actually in the statutes to some extent. So you can actually talk about this in a trial, let's say you're the one who unfortunately has gotten caught for possession or selling cannabis, you can actually tell your jury about jury nullification. In most states, you can't do it. In most states, they're going to maybe call a mistrial, maybe hit you with contempt of court, because they do not want the jurors to know about jury nullification. And in a lot of places, they'll arrest somebody like me who stands out in front of a courthouse and hands people this jury information that I'm about to hand out here in a moment. So this is really important information. I just want to make sure you guys are familiar with it. Please tell your friends about this idea, and like I said, I'll have flyers for you here in a moment. Happy to take any questions when I'm off the mic, so don't hesitate to come up to me and talk to me further. And again, Ian Freeman from nhjury.com. Thanks for listening, and thanks for being here.
We'd like to invite you to visit freekeene.com. Freekeene.com features audio, video, and blogs chronicling the transition to a voluntary society. Freekeene.com also has comments and discussion forums so you can be heard. Freekeene.com.
I should be in Keene, New Hampshire with the Free Staters.